So for this week of Can You Solve It, we're going to talk about the murderer who painted his victim's nails red. The story started in November of 2003. A girl, a middle schooler named Iam, she called her mother and told her mom that she is going to hang out at her friend's house after school and will be back home by 6 p.m. So the walk from her friend's house to her home usually takes around 10 minutes. So okay, the mother didn't think much of it and just let her hang out. But by 6 p.m, she's still not home. So her mother tried calling her phone. She did not pick up, and her mother got worried and went to the police station to report her missing. So she's been missing for around 2 weeks. On November 28th of 2003, some of Iam's belongings were found 7 kilometers from her home, which includes school bags, tie, and a few of her notebooks. But her name tag was removed from her belongings. This discovery actually raised questions, and people got worried that she might have been murdered. So after a few days, in early of December of 2003, police found more of Iam's belongings, including her phone, her shoes, but there were no clothes, only her phone and her shoes. And that's the only thing that they found, her shoes and her phone, which made the investigation harder because there were no more clues. She's been missing probably around a month now, and they've only found some of her things that she usually brings to school. So there were no blood, there were no sign of a girl who has gotten hurt. There were no signs of any car accident that might have hurt her. So the case so far went cold from there. 95 days after Iam's disappearance, in February of 2004, so 2 months later, police found a body that was hidden in a concrete drainage at a highway. It's like a longkang along a highway. A girl's body was found naked, with a box covering the entrance of the canal. What's weird about the body when the police found it was that her nails and also her toes were painted red, and police said that the murderer had probably done it after he kidnapped the victim. So far, no DNA evidence or signs of sexual assault, so we don't know what actually happened. So police just said that she was kidnapped and then murdered. In 2019, then some new clues emerged. Someone stepped forward and informed the police that she was actually almost kidnapped by a man in a white car just 5 days before Iam was reported missing. She described the driver, as slender with painted nails. So yeah, the police found Iam's body with painted nails, red nails. So that kind of matches the kidnapper's features, but they're still not sure whether it is the same person who kidnapped Iam. So this led to police to identify a car and its owner, along with a sketch based on the witness's testimony. They sketched the face based on how the witness had described the man's face. However, the suspect died before the police could gather enough evidence to arrest him, leaving the investigation without any clear suspect. A year later, in 2020, until now, the case have remained cold. With the death of the primary suspect and limited evidence, the case has since remained unsolved in South Korea. It's still an open case. Police are still looking through evidence, trying to find new evidence, but they are not able to do anything because there's no other leads that could help the police in the investigation. So far, with the clothes, and then with the baju, and then with the car that they found, and the person who suddenly died, there's really more questions. Like, the police cannot find anything else. So despite the years of the efforts and the investigation, it still remains a mystery in South Korea what actually happened. Eum's family and the public continue to hope for, new evidence that could bring justice and closure to this case. And as time goes on, until today, it remains uncertain if the truth will ever come to light, because there's nothing that can lead to what truly happened to Eum. And in South Korea, it's still open. People speculate about what actually happened, but there's still no actual answer. So the case has remained one of South Korea's unsolved cases.